Hey, I really don't know what's going on with you, but I just want to just give you a heads up that I'm about to really disappear on you. You feel me? I'm not going to be playing these games with you at all, at all. So I don't know. You think you silent treating me, and you think I'm gonna be nah. You'll have a rude awakening. You'll just have silent. Nah, it ain't never gonna work like that over here. You know what I'm saying? I was trying not to leave this message, but you have left me no choice.
Nobody saw this coming. A newly leaked voicemail allegedly suggests Diddy felt abandoned by Clive Davis and may have threatened to expose him before his death.
So I have to ask you, what was your favorite memory working with Diddy?
You know, personally, I've got to tell you, he really is a major star in this film tonight. He's a spokesman all the way through. I met him before I ever knew of him. I met him when he was 21 years old.
This changes everything. We once suspected Clive Davis was protecting Diddy, but the leaked voicemail appears to suggest he had cut ties to shield himself. Considering their once close relationship, this twist is shocking.
A lot of people are curious about the status of P. Diddy.
Status of what?
P. Diddy. Diddy.
Puppy. The status of Puppy.
Well,
What do you make of that situation?
For years, fans have questioned how close Clive Davis and Diddy really were behind the scenes. After Diddy's arrest, reporters confronted Davis at an event, but instead of answering, he allegedly acted as if he barely knew Diddy.
Clive Davis, in the beginning. No, he didn't empower him. That could put his on a block. He gave him power. And all he had to do was diddle-dee-dee and diddle-dee-dum. Like, he wasn't gonna tell Gene and them that's how he was getting the money. Right. Let's be real about that.
His silence raised even more questions. Was Clive Davis genuinely confused or deliberately distancing himself from Diddy? Jaguar Wright made a shocking allegation, calling Davis one of the industry's biggest criminals.
We got to get your take because, again, this is something that not only Suge Knight have come out and said, but Whitney's, I believe it's her own cousin, I think it was, not her sister, but saying that Ray J really had something to do with it. And they said if we really go back and look at it, from the party continuing with Clive to Ray J walking out, covering his face, being...
hiding under a jacket while I believe, wasn't it Waffles?
Yeah, Waffles.
That scurried him out the back. As he walked past the bus that had Whitney in it, even though they had another one reported in the pictures of that. Yeah.
Should we look further into when we see things like this, that this is before social media was what social media was?
We should always look further because there's always lies. Always. So many people didn't even acknowledge Angie's passing.
Right.
It was almost like they were told not to.
Jaguar Wright claimed Diddy wasn't the only person preparing to expose Clive Davis. She also pointed to Angie Stone. After Stone's tragic car crash death, Wright questioned reports involving NDAs and suggested the circumstances deserved closer scrutiny.
Oh, trying to blow the whistle on her.
No, she wasn't trying to. She found out they robbed her blind. She wanted the money back and she was ready to expose Queen Davis.
Correct. Tyler Perry spoke up for her.
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay.
That's not what I would call that. That sounds more like to me, where's my cut?
Ooh.
Many believed Angie Stone was preparing to expose powerful music figures, but Jaguar Wright claimed Angie's real motive was financial. She allegedly believed she had been cheated and was ready to speak publicly, including about Clive Davis.
So you mean to tell me Clive Davis has passed away at the age of 94? I woke up shocked this morning because this man has single-handedly outlived majority of the artists he was connected to. And listen, I know that there are some people who are probably in his family or X, Y, and Z that are very, very sad. But what I am saying is I need a documentary. I need a documentary of the artist that he was connected to that seemingly had a weird passing that happened. You know, a lot of people don't like Clive Davis for the mere fact of when Whitney Houston passed away, he continued with his pre-Grammy party saying the show must go on, and they hadn't even removed Whitney Houston's body from upstairs. There are some people who don't like him because of what happened to Janis Joplin, Phyllis Hyman, all these artists that we've heard out throughout history. And I'll say this, okay? When they came for Diddy, a lot of us, including myself, was like, when is Clive going to be next? When is he going to be next? And Clive has escaped somehow. He escaped somehow, y'all.
The story now takes an even darker turn. Several people who allegedly had information about Clive Davis were jailed or died, including Diddy's mentor. Was his reported death simply tragic, or are unanswered questions being ignored?
Tell you because TLC had generated on Crazy Cool $75 million and they gave us $50,000 a piece. So I was like, what the hell? So, of course, Lisa was the ringleader.
Like, we need to go get our money. I need to know where my MFN money's at.
So, you know, she was locked up in the diversion center for burning down the house. And she was just like,
okay, we gonna get LaFace and them girls I was locked up with. We gonna drive up there. We gonna take the guns.
And then we had this limo driver.
Wait, she just got out of jail?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Amaya says the allegations against Clive Davis go back decades. T-Boz made one of the most shocking claims. TLC's Crazy Sexy Cool reportedly earned around $75 million, yet each member allegedly received only $50,000.
Because I was so terrorized by him. Whether he meant to do it or not, I'll never know. But he sure taught me that if you try to terrorize me again, well, we can't say that on public radio. What I may do to someone who tries to hurt me again in this business, I'm not having it. I should be respected as I respect, and I will not have someone try to ruin my spirit.
Behind the humor was real frustration. Jaguar Wright claimed she faced a similar battle over unpaid money, saying artists sometimes had to take extreme measures just to receive what they were owed. She then connected the issue to a revealing interview with legendary singer Phyllis Hyman.
Also around this time, Clive is locked in on Whitney Houston, who he sees as his next big star. And even after finding out that she owes money, she still tried to make it work with the label. So they have another meeting after that one, and this time around, Phyllis is going in with a clear mind and a clean slate. She wants to make everything right with Clive Davis. The meeting goes great, and for what Clive told her, he wanted to work things out with her. Once she leaves, she gets dropped from the label that same day. Even though he told her he wanted to work things out and wanted to keep working with her. This put her in a bad spot because now she's a free agent, but she still owes them the money.
The interview was recorded shortly before Phyllis Hyman's death. It also raised troubling questions about her past dealings with Clive Davis and moments when he allegedly held all the power.
When Phyllis Hyman died from an overdose back in 1995, it broke everybody's heart. But what a lot of people don't know is that when she was found that day, she was still alive. By now we all know, Phyllis Hyman did not have the best mental health, and this is something that really affected her life. She believed that she wasn't good enough, and she struggled with bipolar disorder. And even with all of that, I don't think nobody expected for her to take her own life. And I think when we talk about her death, we always make it seem like she was already gone when she was found. But truth is, she was still alive.
Tragically, Phyllis Hyman later died under circumstances some considered suspicious. Allegations also claimed she still owed money to Clive Davis, but those claims remain unverified.
Clive Davis had something to do with Whitney Houston's unaliving because she was getting ready to leave Clive Davis's record label because she realized she was missing a whole bunch of money. And a lot of people thought it was terrible when Clive Davis continued to party even though Whitney Houston had just died in the same hotel.
That's why Diddy's alleged threat to expose Clive Davis matters so much. It would be the student turning against the master. Jaguar Wright claims Diddy learned his methods from Davis, and even alleged Whitney Houston discovered major financial discrepancies before considering leaving his label.
And just wait till you hear what Bobby Brown's sister had to say about Bobbi Kristina's passing.
Basically, right before Whitney was, Nick was brought into the picture. And when Nick did that to Bobbi Kristina and she was rushed to the hospital, because after he beat her and drug her up them steps, he got her up with something and threw her in the bathtub. It was a setup. It was a setup. Yes.
Jaguar Wright made an unverified claim that Nick Gordon met with Clive Davis before Bobbi Kristina's tragedy, suggesting a larger plan but provided no evidence. Bobby Brown's sister later shared her own account, making the story even more controversial.
I just had a brief question for you. I watched a couple of your interviews and you talked about taking Clive Davis hostage. And I just wanted to, because we seen the movie, so
that happened.
Yeah, I wanted to just touch on that and just get the outcome of that,
like the real deal.
Yeah, what happened? What transpired
really
after
happened?
that?
TLC faced a similar financial shock decades earlier. Despite selling millions of records, the group claimed they were earning far less than expected, and eventually confronted executives publicly.
The girls going, and then we go in the room, and then Lisa's cousin. I don't remember what. Tay Tay is Tion's cousin. Lisa's cousin was there too. You know who I'm talking about. And we walked into Clive's office. Puffy was in there playing that's when he was Puffy, playing his music and stuff. And so, we walk in, and of course everybody's like friendly and ready to say hello.
TLC's own accounts revealed how desperate they became while fighting to recover the money they believed they were owed.